Mm.
It's just a different time. Let me show y'all. This picture is like
Make sure it's not nothing crazy now, DJ.
no,
Uh,
no, it's
okay.
it's my
Okay,
picture.
true,
It's
because
a
I love
it's
Oh,
a
okay.
it's a picture of me in my younger yesteryears, back in the day, like 15 years plus ago. This is how we used to dress in the club. So that's me right here on the side in the black. You know what I'm saying? We still like it was sexy, but not like overtly so. You know what I mean? It's just a different time. They don't dress like this anymore. You know, that's how this is nostalgia right here.
Is that a
So
denim dress or is that leather? I can't even see it. Is that leather or denim?
not what over here. This is my friend. You
Yeah.
mean? This is denim. So denim. You see,
Oh,
I
okay.
still have my little hair swooped up or whatever. This is how we used to dress when we went to the club. It was a different time, y'all. It was a
Yeah,
different
so,
time.
but something like that's not nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But
Right.
what we
It's
seeing now is
different.
totally different. Yeah,
It's
they wearing
different.
pasties and that's it. You know what I'm saying? They wearing pasty and maybe a kente cloth around the bottom area, and then that's with some heels on, and they in there. You know what I'm
They
saying?
said that ain't her.
Then they
It
got
was
my man True buying drinks. You know what I'm saying? He buying the first 3 rounds. Shit.
So you got we say you got to get him loosened up a little bit.
Yeah, he getting them
but
primed.
that's when men used to buy drinks
Yo,
too.
we don't do that, sir. But I feel you, Hank.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Thank
it's
you, Miss
a little
Hank.
different, man. And
I don't know, man.
I don't even go to clubs. You know what I'm saying? That's not my style. That's not my thing. I'm more of a guy who likes to go watch a live band, listen to live music and stuff like that. But even there, and that's you would think that's a little bit more conservative, but even when you go there, you got a few ladies come through there with a little bit of nothing on. You know what I'm saying? With some dental floss around their nipples and they call it a day.
You know what? It's just a different. I try not to judge people in these times based off of the times I came up on because it's just different times. I mean, we could impart wisdom on people and we could tell them what we know, but it's just different times. It is. It's the same thing for me as a DJ. Even as a DJ, I listen to the music and I'm like, the fuck is this? But I have to take everything with a grain of salt because it's just not my time. It's just a different time. Everything is not gonna always be as relatable as we like it to be as we
Bang
get up
bang,
there in age.
bang bang.
What happened, JR?
Nah, that's that cheap Keith.
They
Soon you hear
said
that,
I had.
you
They
hear that
said
beat drop.
he said I had the shortest top and the shortest skirt. You know what? Y'all ain't never gonna be. It is what it is.
I don't
It
know,
is
man.
what it is.
I don't see nothing wrong with women dressing a little sexy, man.
Yeah, I mean, let's not get too crazy now. Hold on.
I mean, I don't.
I mean, I've had guys that have like bought me sexy outfits, so I think that to each his own.
Okay.
You know what I
Do you
mean?
think that they were buying things to be suggestive? Like, I want to see you dress sexier.
No, because it fell right in line with something that I would already wear, right?
Okay.
So I just think that some men are very secure in that area. Like
Mhm.
some men genuinely don't care. Like if you look good to them, like now, if it gets too far now, okay. But like I've had guys that are like, nah, you look good, you look great. Like I literally am like, is this okay? And they're like, you look great. So I think to each his own. I think there's nothing wrong with being a little sexy for your man. Or being a
Yeah, I'm not going for everything, but I'm just saying. I mean, if we dressing up, we stepping out. I don't see nothing wrong with looking a little sexy.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let me ask the men this. Don't you think it's a good thing if your woman is still turning heads? Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
shit, to
you
be
turn
honest,
heads without
men
revealing
turn heads.
everything.
If they don't looking, I don't
She
want her.
turn heads without showing everything off. look. To me, a sexist woman is one who don't have to show everything. To me, that's my opinion. Like I said, I don't mind you women dressing sexy because you don't belong to me. You're not on my cover, so I care less. Like I said, you just gonna be here looked at and then keep it moving. Now, my woman, we not doing it. We gonna be respectful. Dressing sexy, you don't have to show what you have. You don't have to show your titties, and your all your thigh meat. You know what I'm saying? You don't ain't gotta do all that to be sexy. Man, you know what's sexy about a woman? The way she walks, the way she talks, the way she sits there at the table with her legs crossed. To me, that's sexy as hell. A woman wearing some glasses, you know what I'm saying? Look like she's educated. That to me, that's sex. You know what I'm saying? That to me, my opinion.
Hey Hank,
Yes, sir.
like when she wear that low heel like this, is that sexy too?
Ah, hell yeah. Come
That
on,
little
Jay.
kitten heel. That little kitten heel.
Yes. Man, matter of
Not the
fact, as soon
Kitten
as I
Hill,
get off, I
Aisha.
might
You
tell the wife to
don't
put
do
some on right
that.
now with her glasses on. Huh? Baby, get ready.
Y'all got some shit going on over there.
Let's say that role
Yeah,
playing, huh?
So
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I went out on a date with my man last week, and we were sitting there eating, and there was a lot of women that were scantily clad, and I was like, wow, there's a lot of beautiful women in here tonight, whatever. And he was just like, they just doing too much. They just doing too much. And I'm just like, yeah, so hey, to each his own. But I think, you know, there are some men that don't respond well to it. They don't like women that are attention grabbers. And there are some men that like that. They like flashy women, just like there are some women that like flashy men. They like men that have on, you know, the big flashy car and the flashy Rolex and the this the. And then there's some women that just want their men to be more subdued with it and more chill with it, you know. Okay, I don't need to see, your diamond bezel, and you don't need to pull up in the Ghost Phantom. Like some women just feel like that's tacky, that's loud. I want to be, more calm with it. I want a man that's doesn't need that type of gratification or attention. I had a friend that asked me the other day. She said, "Do you think that all of the good men are outside or inside?" And I had to think about that, because I actually think a lot of the good men are inside. Because think about the man that's in the club or the lounge every weekend. That's like a man's flashiness. They go to the club, they buy the bottles, they want the sparklers, the signs, the attention. Men are can be hoes in their own right too. They could be flashy in their own right too. So it just depends on what you like, what
I
you
just think
into,
it,
what you looking for.
I just think it all depends on where you're going. I mean, when you mention that as a reference, I think that's probably the wrong place. But like men outside, but they're doing things that don't align with uh like 3 or 4 cultures, so to speak. I think there are some men that can be in the club that can be presentable. Maybe they might be celebrating somebody's birthday, not their place of choice.
Not
But
them, not them that are out with a purpose. I mean, the men that are in the club every weekend.
yeah,
What type of men are those that are in the club every single weekend?
I mean, some people just like to be. Some people don't want to be home at bored. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're.
When we say that about a woman, some women just don't like to wear boring clothes.
Oh,
We
you try to
could
open
do
up
that.
another.
We could do that on
Okay,
both sides.
Yeah,
so
but
Okay.
men,
this
but
might be the first time I agree with DJ about that bullshit. So yeah, if you a dude at the club all the goddamn time, you a goddamn loser.
I
My
was a
opinion.
loser because
So
I used to be at the club
yeah,
all the time,
truth.
like
And
every
when
weekend.
women
Admit,
see that,
admit
and they
that.
like, what you celebrating, failure?
Shout out to Truth for
You
admitting
in
he was a
here
loser.
every
Shout out to you, bro.
weekend. What are you celebrating?